What's the fascination for you of being bad? Bad guys in the story, but at the same time so over the top in a way, to blow out the city, to take revenge on a superhero. How fun was for you?
It was really fun, you know, and I think the fascination comes in how do you become bad? Like what happens in someone's life that leads them down a path of evil or of badness? And that's a really interesting question, and I think the film does a really good job of exploring that question.
I think the bad guy character in all of these movies now, just you get excited when you hear about who's playing the bad guy, and so that's part of what's going on right now with these franchises. And the fun part for us is to be able to play two different characters, to be able to play the character who's been hurt, pushed by society, and now he or she is going to push back. And so Max has been pushed, and then when he becomes Electro, he wants to push back.
In your case, in your career, we saw you many times showing the weaker side of your characters. Mm-hmm. Instead, this time, it's also it's very interesting to discover how this man, we feel for you. It's not just the bad guy coming into the story.
Yeah, that's what's great about it. I think that's what's great about being able to see somebody who's like, you know, there's a reason for my anger, like as opposed to coming into the situation and you just see someone who's being bad. But in my career, I've always sort of had that sort of cool arc. I remember in Collateral where, you know, I played sort of bumbling taxi driver, and now he gets a chance to stand up and be something. So it's basically taking that same muscle and flexing it as many times as I can.
Harry Osborn there is some sort of ambiguity in his relationship with Peter Parker. And it's interesting the dialogue you have, the friendship part. It's the first time we really feel that Harry has been betrayed, in quotes, of course, by his friend.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, Peter and Harry were childhood friends, and they were best childhood friends, and in a lot of ways, Peter's probably the last true friend that Harry had. And now Harry's coming back to New York, and he has to face that relationship that he kind of turned his back to for the first time in a long time, and that's a big thing. And he ends up really needing something from Peter, and Peter isn't so willing to just give him everything he needs, and that's what makes everything really complicated.
Is it fun or is it strange for you becoming, I mean, not you, of course, your image, an action figure that one day you might find two boys playing with you, basically? Is it fun or is it something that happens when you're professional?
Yeah, I mean, I used to, like, honestly, 5 years ago, I was like, one of my goals in life is to have my own action figure. Wow. And now that I have one, like, it's so cool. It's such a mind-blowing experience. And anytime I get, you know, a little sneak peek of all the Goblin stuff that's coming out, like, I just get so excited.
Yeah. I got a Django doll. It's crazy.
But you can also aim to a statue, you know. The toys are tough, but then there are statues.
Statue. I would love to have a statue somewhere. Statue at like McDonald's, like right at the drive-thru. What?
My last question is about, I mean, bringing your talent, both of you, in the story makes these movies better. They are not just blockbuster. They are something different. They become a saga. And then there are so many children who watch this movie. Do you feel not responsibility because maybe it's but kind of pressure, kind of say, well, because I mean your part is scary. I was scared, so because I have 3 children, I was thinking I will bring with them with
scared. No, you always have a responsibility. There were things that were cut out of the movie, as a matter of fact. There was a part where Max, when he turns into Electro, the actual story was he goes to tell his mom. And we took the mom out of the story because when he goes to tell his mom, they're having a misunderstanding, and he's pleading with the mom, just listen to me, and he embraces her, but not knowing that he has the power to kill someone, he expires her, and then someone sees that, and that's why he's sort of on the run. But we took that out because we thought that would be, you know, traumatic for 3-year-old, 4-year-old kids to see, you know, me, you know, like stir frying my mom, like, psst, Mom, I told you, psst, that this was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, I think what's important for kids is that, you know, there's lessons to learn when you watch Spider-Man, and there's lessons to learn from the bad guys, just like there's lessons to learn from the good guys. And I know as far as the Goblin goes, like they cut a lot of the Goblin out because he was giving kids nightmares.
Yeah, right.
In the first like tests and stuff, so they had
and yours?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they had to cut a lot of it out because he was giving kids nightmares.
That is hilarious.
And I think
Do you believe that?
I don't know.
No, I think you was just get. No,
That's what they told me.
That's what they told you.
Yeah, we gotta cut it. It's giving kids
The
nightmares.
tests show that the kids are having nightmares on the way back home to their moms. Nah, I mean, but maybe. But that answers your question. We are being responsible. We want everybody to go and watch it and enjoy it.